Yes, come on in, come on in. Have a seat, have a seat. How are you today? All right, all right, all right. Well, go ahead. Tell me a little bit about your relationship. I'm listening. Louisiana shit. Murder on the beat. Hi you guys, I'm back with another one. So I'll be giving you 10 red flags that you should never ignore in a relationship. So we're gonna jump right into this video so it won't be too long and I can get everything in that I need to. Alright you guys, so we're gonna start with the 10th red flag that you should not ignore in a relationship. And it is a very insecure person or a very selfish person. You should not have to always build somebody up every single day. Always accusing you of stuff. They're probably insecure about themselves. Just say, for example, if y'all go in the store, you don't probably have to even do anything. You can just go in the store in a good mood and somebody might speak. You know, the next thing you know, you having an argument about something that happened in an insecure person. Because a person that is confident within themselves and that's very secure within themselves isn't going to start an argument over something. Number 9 is the way that he talks about his ex. And I mean, now, every tip that I'm giving you is always on a base-to-base situation because every situation has an exception. So this is not for those people that have crazy exes. They're always talking about an ex that you have never seen, liking their pictures on Facebook. You never see them leaving the comments. They ain't never came and bust the windows of their car, scratched their car up. You know, ain't never called you or left messages on your page. You know, this person pretty much is a ghost. But everything they say about this person is negative. You might want to be suspicious of people like that because it might be them. They might be trying to hide something from you by trying to keep you away from their ex. So they're telling you all this crazy stuff about them because everybody's ex not crazy, okay? If he done been in 10 relationships and 10 of his girlfriends are crazy, either he keep picking crazy girls or he lying. If he picking crazy girls, you might want to run any problems in your life. I promise you. So number 8 is somebody that lies all the time. A very compulsive liar. Now, everybody have a time where they haven't told the truth or they might exaggerate. But I'm talking about somebody that every time that you ask them something, they can never tell you the truth, or they'll tell you half the truth, or they'll just act like they don't even know what you're talking about. Those type of people, child, I'm telling you, run as fast as possible. And they're just not going to tell the truth. You could catch them in a lie. And they'll still be like, what? What is you talking about? Like, where did you even get that from? I don't even know why you would say something like that. Like, I don't have no idea what you're talking about. People like that are very childish and very immature and they need to grow up. All right, you guys. So, number 7 is someone that's always accusing you of lying or always flirting. So this kind of ties into the insecurity person, a very insecure, because I think the most important thing in relationships is the ability to trust. If you're in a relationship with somebody that's always saying, oh, I know you're talking to somebody else, or I seen you flirt with this person talking about, but every time you turn around, I bet this, or I bet when I leave, you be having other people come over here. They don't trust you. Why are y'all in a relationship? You don't want to be with somebody that's always nagging, that's always accusing you of stuff, especially when you haven't done anything. I mean, that's probably the most annoying thing ever, is to try to be in a relationship with somebody that's always accusing you. Because they don't believe you, they don't trust you, they always have something negative to say about you. So why not? They don't have this is different. It's different if you gave this person a reason to always accuse you, especially if they caught you cheating a couple of times. I'm just going to have to lay it down. But I'm talking about this person you have never gave this person a reason to ever even think about the word cheat. I'm not talking about y'all cheaters out there. Sorry, this one don't go for y'all. Okay? Yeah. So you want to be very careful with that because either they're cheating or they're very insecure. And I have found that it can be both. They're insecure and they're cheating by always accusing you or something. They telling on themselves because they feel guilty for something they did last night, last week, last year. So if that's your relationship right now, you might want to start paying attention. All right, so number 6 red flag is isolation. If you're with somebody and they always want you to be with them, they don't ever want you to go out with your friends. They don't ever want you to go visit your family. Everything you do has to be with this person. If you have to spend 24 hours babysitting this person, then that's a red flag. Because forget that even though you're in a relationship, you don't stop being your own individual person. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, y'all should not become one and all that, but you should still be able to do things that you enjoy doing without that person. To have space. It's good to be able to spend time without constantly be there. It's something wrong with that, because forming a dependency on this person. So you have to be careful with wow, but this person, if you go somewhere without them, they pop on the phone with you all the whole time, you know, while you gone, or they asking you a million questions about, so where you at? Who there? What y'all doing? Why would you have to constantly keep tabs on somebody? That goes back to trust. Don't trust the person you with, or you're not. If you're not gonna trust the person that you with, then you're wasting both of y'all time. Okay. So don't isolate your significant other. The only person they can be with is you. They're happy. You should want them to have friends. They should be able to go out with their friends without you coming along. 5 seconds. Now, it's a difference between calling, making sure that they made calling every 5 seconds. That's a problem. It's dependent on you entirely too much. And I don't want anybody depending on me. That's what happens with a lot of relationships. Well, in my opinion, I think that's what happens in a lot of relationships. And that's why sometimes it doesn't work out. It's because we get into these relationships and we're like, okay, well, I need to conform, you know, to this person, or I need to change to be with this person. I can't be myself, or, you know, you should always be yourself in every situation. You know, that's what makes the relationship unique. That's what makes the relationship fun. What y'all have to the table. Both of y'all should not be bringing the same thing to the table. Continue to be who they are. That makes the relationship fun. That makes the relationship spontaneous, because it doesn't get boring. It gets very boring when y'all become the same person. The important thing is always be honest with this person, or you can't fully be who you are, then yeah, you're probably not in the right relationship. 5 is somebody that's very overprotective over their phone. Okay, y'all, we live in a world right now where our phones are very important. We know where our phone is most of the time better than we know where our children are, where our husband is, you know, but we know where our phone is. So if you with a person that's constantly on their phone and oh, let me use your phone right quick. Let me Google something. Oh, baby, I'm using it right now. Or they go to the bathroom with their phone, or they got sleep with their phone, or, you know, everywhere they go, they walking around the house with their phone. Unless they have a business, or if they're in a type of corporation where they always got to be on the phone, they always got to be talking to somebody. If it's work related, if they making money like that, that's totally different. But, baby, if they not bringing no coins in using that phone, then yeah, that's a red flag. Okay, because they either talking to somebody else, or they doing something they ain't got no business on their phone. Because if they can't ever put that phone down, or if they don't feel safe with you using their phone, that's a red flag. Okay, so don't say y'all didn't know, because I'm telling you now. All right, so number 4 is a person that's constantly calling you names in an argument. How somebody feels about you, make them this and that. They're probably telling you the truth. They're probably build up enough courage in their argument, or in their anger, to finally go ahead and tell you what they've been thinking for the past 6 months. Listen to what they call you. Listen to what they say, because they're telling you how they really feel. So if you really want to know how somebody feel about you, get in an argument with them, or disappoint them, and they'll definitely tell you how they feel. So the thing that you have to remember, and I think people forget, is once you say something, you cannot take that back. You cannot take back saying a nasty word to somebody, or calling them out their name. You can't take that back. Number 3. All right, so the number 3 red flag that you should never ignore in a relationship. Say y'all get into an argument and y'all decide to take a break from the relationship, just to kind of step back, reevaluate things. And the next thing you know, your significant other in a relationship with somebody else, or talking to somebody else, you know, dating somebody else. That's a red flag. Because if that person can't even take a week off and just think about themselves, think about what they want in a relationship without talking to somebody else, That's somebody that's serious about you and that's serious about your relationship. They're gonna be willing to take time off. Now, if every time y'all break up, they already talking to somebody else, yeah, they probably talking to them from the beginning anyway. You know, they're probably talking to them in the relationship anyway. So that's definitely a really big red flag. So if they're so interested in somebody else, then maybe y'all should not be in a relationship. Number 2 red flag that you should not ignore is a very controlling person. It's one thing for somebody to say, well, you know what, I don't really think that's a good idea, or, you know, have you really thought that through, or I don't want you to get hurt, or, you know, I don't really know if you have considered the consequences that will follow that decision. You know, that's different. But somebody that is like, you can't do this, you can't do that, or you can't talk to this person, you can't talk to them. If you want to be in a relationship with me, this is what you got. You shouldn't. They're saying you can't. That's controlling. Somebody that has to have a say in every single thing that you do, and you pretty much end up doing what they want you to do. That's somebody that's controlling. Somebody that does not allow you to think for yourself. Somebody that does not allow you to do what it is that you want to do. That's controlling. They have an opinion, but they should not expect you to do that. They should not expect you to always do what they say. You should always be able to do what makes you happy. You should always be able to do what you want to. You don't ever want to not do stuff because of what somebody else said, and then y'all break up and they move on, and then you like, man, I had an opportunity to do this, or I had an opportunity to do that, and I didn't do it, and now we not even together. Now this person won't even talk to me, or I don't talk to them, or whatever the case. So don't ever cut yourself short because of a relationship. So many people are so afraid of being alone that they forget that being alone is okay. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to take time to focus on yourself, get yourself together, what you want to do in life, and figure out what it is that you want in a relationship. All right, you guys, so to number 1. All right, yeah. So the number 1 red flag that you should never ignore is, can you guess? If you said abuse, then ding, 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 you are the winner. The number 1 red flag you should never ignore is abuse. I don't care if it's mental abuse, it could be physical abuse, it could be somebody, you know, not buying your favorite food when you're hungry. That's abuse. I don't hear nobody say, because baby, I don't play with my food and I don't play when I'm hungry. So abuse is definitely a very big issue. I don't care how minor or how big. I don't care if this person only abused you once every 6 months. That's too much. One time. If you are in an abusive relationship, then you need to find a way out. You need to find a way to leave. Okay, guys, listen to this, what I'm about to say, okay? If a person ever gets to the point where they feel comfortable with abusing you, they have lost any respect for you, and they have lost our respect for themselves, okay? So don't ever think it was just a one-time thing, because if they ever get to the point where they feel like they okay with doing that, then it's always a chance that they'll do it again. Listen to somebody's words. You always want to pay attention to people's, you want to pay attention to their actions, and then you want to pay attention to the patterns that they do. The most important thing is you have to be awake in your relationship. Don't ever think, oh, okay, well, you know, I got me somebody, so I can just put it on autopilot, I'm good. No, you have to be active in your relationship. You have to be present in your relationship. You have to, okay? So that's pretty much all that I have, and this is just a little look that I, you know, put together real quick, or not, you know, it's nothing serious or nothing like that. All right, so don't forget to thumbs this video up, leave a comment. I love when y'all leave comments. I love you guys for your support, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.